Hello, everybody. Hello. Happy Treasure Tuesday, my friends. So, I wanted to come in here for a few minutes and share a very powerful, easy tip that you can literally apply right now. And I promise you that if you implement it, it will skyrocket your energy, it will expand your peace, and it will allow you to live on purpose, to feel focused and clear without the strain and the stress, but more of a calm approach to living your purpose. So we just got this great question in the Diamond Dojo from a beautiful woman who basically asked if I had any tips on keeping balanced when you feel so enthusiastic and want to say yes to everything. So before I answer this question, and she made a video in there as well, getting into more detail, I just want to ask you, have you ever been in a situation where you are super excited and inspired in the moment, and somebody asks you to do something, and whether you're a coach and they ask you to help someone out or do an interview or do, I don't know, some favor for somebody, and you have all this energy in the moment, but then and you say yes, like out of that excitement and connection, or maybe it's an invitation to go to a party or something back before COVID. And you say yes with all this excitement. And then when the time comes, you're exhausted and you're spread too thin and you don't have the bandwidth, and you find yourself constantly or very frequently in this space of not having a lot of energy. If you can relate to this, let me know in the chat. Just let me know in the comments if you're watching this after the live stream. This tip changed my life when I applied this, and it also skyrocketed my productivity, my focus. And this is actually how I started my business 12 years ago. So let's take a deep breath, because this really will, if you implement it, shift everything for you. So just taking a deep breath, exhaling out all things past, future, taking another breath like that in. Good. Exhaling out, making space. And one more just like that, receiving energy, peace, clarity, connection to yourself. Beautiful. Okay. So one of the biggest limitations I find in myself in the past, and many clients I work with and coaches we train, is that if you are a highly sensitive person, empathic, highly creative, you are a do-gooder, you want to make this world brighter and better, we tend to expand our energy so much that we don't leave a lot of room for ourselves. And I'm not saying that's you, but many people are like this. And if it is like you, you're going to get even more out of what I'm about to share. So ultimately, this one tip, when somebody asks you to do something, when somebody invites you to a party, when someone asks you for a favor, even when somebody asks you to do something that you are extremely excited about, it might be like, come to give a talk, come give a TED talk in my town. I have connection there and we'd love to have you. Even saying yes to that might be the wrong yes. And we're going to get to how to clarify your yes. If you are making that decision based on momentary excitement. So, the best way to raise your energy and keep your energy high and to live on purpose and feel peaceful in your life is by using something I call the 48-hour self-love zone, okay? This is one of the most loving things you can do for yourself, is to realize that we all have this zone of self-love where if we can, when somebody approaches you and says, can you do me this favor, come to this party, talk at this event, or whatever the case may be, give yourself 48 hours before giving an answer. Now, when you know this, now that you know this, or maybe you're already applying this, but now that you know this, when somebody invites you to something, I'm going to give you a very clean, simple script that will help you maintain healthy boundaries so you can elegantly say, not overextend yourself or overcommit and stay on purpose. So what I would say in that situation, let's say I'm really excited, like someone's invited me to speak on a stage somewhere and it's perfect alignment. I'm like, yes, absolutely, which is what I would do in the past. And then the time comes and I didn't really look at my calendar and see that I'm overscheduled and that that's going to deplete my system. And it's actually a self harmful thing to do, not self loving, even though I was excited in the moment. So, what I say now, and this is a very simple script, thank you so much. That sounds amazing. And I will let you know within 48 hours if I'm a yes. Simple. Thank you so much. That sounds amazing. And I'll let you know within 48 hours if I'm a yes or a no. I'll let you know my answer within 48 hours. This gives you the buffer to make a decision not based on momentary excitement, but to tap into what's realistic for your energy. So we all have, and this is something we all get to master, is our energy, is really getting to see we only have so many hours in a day. We only have so much energy in a day. So when you really give yourself the space to assess your calendar and get really good at scheduling in white space, meaning you're not booked back to back. I have every single day scheduled time in my day where I'm not doing anything. I'm not speaking to anyone. I'm filling my cup, doing what fuels me. And that took me many decades to learn is to first schedule your life and then schedule your business or whatever else you do in your life around that. And this will automatically shift things. And this is the first way to do this. So there's something else with this. So you're looking at your calendar to assess, is it realistic? Like, have I overextended myself in that time frame that they're asking me to do the thing? Or do I have plenty of space? And if you have plenty of space and you're inspired, there's another element to clarify whether this is a yes or a no. So in that 48-hour self-love zone, you're determining over the next 48 hours, is this going to fuel me and energize me? Is this going to serve my purpose? And is this going to be in alignment with my values? So serving your purpose is really important. What is your vision for your life? I have many videos on this channel. If you just look up vision, that's so important to get clear on what your vision is. Even if you don't know what your vision is, then your vision is taking time right now to clarify who you are and connect to yourself and figure out or let your vision emerge from your heart. That's clarity, is to know I'm confused. I don't know what my vision is. So I'm going to take the next quarter, the next 3 months of my life to go deep in self-inquiry, in healing, in meditation, in reflection, have a lot of white space in my life to actually discover who I am and what my purpose is. I've been in the middle of a lot of enrollment calls with incredible people because we're enrolling the coach training program right now. And part of the conversation has to do with me hearing what their vision is and helping them get really clear on what their vision is. And you would be blown away by how powerful it is when somebody is actually guided into going deep. And I'm talking deep, 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 way beyond what they think their vision is, into the soul of what's inside of them. Oftentimes they're crying, their body's shaking, because there's a tapping into who you really are. How can we say yes to things and say and really honor our feel good and energized in our lives if we don't even know where we're headed and we don't even have a connection to what's in our soul and what we're actually calling forward in our lives? So the first step is really knowing what is your purpose. And then even if something's exciting, even if something feels very aligned, if it doesn't push the vision forward, I say no. And that took me a lot of time to clarify because I realized the repercussions of that where my vision would suffer. So let's say I remember when I first learned this lesson was in 2011 when I did my first online course. It was the first time I was branching out and coming online. And I remember taking 48 hours to build the course. I shut off all technology. I just went into a deep immersion and built out the content for this course, which was incredible. And it was so much fun. And I remember I had a lot to figure out. It was all new to me. So my focus was to enroll 20 people into that program and to serve them powerfully. And I got invited to certain things at that time that I really wanted to do. However, they wouldn't actually push my vision forward. So even though they were really fun and joyful, they were going to actually pull away from the focus I needed during that time. I needed hyper focus at that time to pull off that first online program. So, in order to stay energized, in order to live on purpose, in order to feel peaceful as you bring your purpose out into the world, as you expand into the truth of who you are and the full potential of who you get to say no a lot. No is not only a complete sentence, it is a holy one. It's sacred. It's really saying yes to what God, source, loving intelligence put in your heart to bring into this world. So the word no, the sentence no is sacred. What's not sacred is constantly saying yes to things and pulling ourselves off balance and crashing, going up and down, energized, exhausted. That's really like the opposite of devotion, because I feel devotion is tapping into who we are, what we're here to bring into this world, and to serve that message with all of our gusto and all of our might. And that means taking care of you, me, ourselves, like you would take care of a temple, a church, or a mosque. You just put so much love into your body and into your well-being, because you're an instrument. This body is like a flute, has a musician has a flute or a piano. If you're a speaker or a coach or someone who's here to bring good into this world, your instrument is your body. Your instrument is your voice, is this incredible human existence that you have. So remember, next time somebody invites you to something, even if it's so exciting to you in that moment, or you don't want to offend them, you want them to know that you love and appreciate the invitation, just use the 48-hour self-love zone, meaning you love yourself by giving yourself that 48 hours to make a decision. And in that time, I promise you'll have more clarity on what the right choice is that will keep your energy high and will propel your purpose forward and allow you to be in right relationship with other people. So you're not codependent, trying to please somebody. We're not trying to, saying yes to things just so we don't piss people off, but we're saying yes or no based on truth, which is actually how we have healthy relationships. So I hope that you receive something from this video, and that's very sweet. Thank you. And if you got something from this video, give it a thumbs up. It lets me know that you like this kind of content. I have so many good things coming, you guys. I just have so much I want to share with you that I almost want to make a video every day. I'm bubbling with inspiration, and I just love being on this journey with you. If you like this video and you love some of the content I share, and you want to learn how to command your frequency, your energy, just look in the description. I have a free workshop that helps you to do just that I think you're going to love. And I created that for my YouTube family. So I will see you guys next Tuesday. I really, really appreciate you using this, because the more energized you are, the healthier your boundaries are, and the more clear and of service you are to your purpose, the brighter our world, because that thing in your heart is not a mistake. It's real, it's legitimate, and you tending to what you're called to do and making the time and space for it and having the energy for it is what makes our world a brighter place. Thank you, my friends. I will see you next week. All of my love. Mwah.